Gloomy weather outside, Kelly.
I agree. A lot of us are inside anyway. Not much traveling done today compared to yesterday and compared to tomorrow and the day after. So it's really not going to be that bad. But you're right. It's certainly a gray day out there. We have a lot of rain. Most of us are going to stick with just the rain. Most of the snow is going to stay to southwestern New Hampshire and southern Vermont. It's Worcester County that's going to see a mixed bag of things, especially central northern Worcester County. We have some spots of snow, some spots of a wintry mix, some spots of rain. You may be switching precipitation types as the day goes on and temperatures go up and down. A little bit of a dry slot close to Boston, but some sprinkles around it for sure. Barrie right on the edge between rain and a little bit of a wintry mix. Same with Ashby, Leominster. Looks like you've got some rain, so it's just going to be a wet day overall. Be careful in Worcester County, though, because temperatures are still close to freezing, so there could be some icing going on the roads. But southwestern New Hampshire, southern Vermont, sticking with primarily snow throughout the day. That's where the most is going to accumulate, and that's where we have those winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for the actual accumulating impactful snow. We're not really going to get a whole lot here in Worcester County. Tomorrow, the day after, is going to be brightening up. Could be some slick spots on the roads tomorrow morning as well. I'll show you why coming up.
We're following.
I'm jumping a little bit. Look, I'm excited. Okay,
Get excited.
I'm a snow lover, but you're right. It's definitely New Hampshire and Vermont that's going to get in on the snowfall much more than us in Massachusetts, outside of, say, the Berkshires. Maine, too. Taking a look at the snapshot of the radar, a lot of us have the rain. Northern Worcester County, be careful. Some spots of snow, yes. Some spots of a rain-snow mix. There may be some spots of a freezing rain out there, so be careful, especially along what Route 2 is right out there. And then we do have the plain snow going on in southern Vermont, going on in the Berkshires as we expect as well. Moving forward, most of us are looking at rainfall for today. Boston, southeastern Mass, southern Worcester County, even getting into southeastern New Hampshire. We're just going to be too warm here, but it's southwestern New Hampshire, southern Vermont, primarily that snowfall. And then interesting things will happen in central northern Worcester County, because what's going to happen is as temperature warms, the rain-snow line is going to lift a little bit to the north, and then as it cools back down, as we get toward the afternoon and evening, it'll drop back south a little bit. So you can end up seeing a little bit of everything in central northern Worcester County. Again, south and east of that, primarily rain. North and west of that, primarily that snowfall. And things actually start to dry out pretty quick, but still be careful anywhere that got some wintry precipitation. Even early this evening could be a little bit icy, and then overnight into early tomorrow morning, we're all going to freeze up. So whether or not you see the wintry precipitation or rain, temperatures drop enough tomorrow morning to lead to icy spots for everywhere. So northern Worcester County, at the very most, we're talking encoding to 1 inch is a possibility. Sliver far northern Worcester County, I'm talking almost into New Hampshire here, could get in on that 1 to 3 zone. Otherwise, again, the most significant snowfall is really going to be far off to the north, like the 6 to 9 inches that we're expecting in southern Vermont, for example. Keene, you could get in on 1 to 3. Jaffrey, closer to 3 to 6. Highs stay widely variable. North central Mass and central Mass, you're talking about the 30s. But if you go to southeastern Mass and the Cape and the Islands, you're talking low to the mid 50s. Tonight, all getting down to the upper 20s and low 30s. So all of that precipitation is going to freeze, whether it was previously frozen or not. So be careful of icy conditions early tomorrow morning. The rest of tomorrow, though, sunshine will pop out. Highs back to the 40s, so it won't be bad traveling later in the day for tomorrow. And then Saturday is going to be pretty chilly, 41 degrees, and then the midwinter-like chill is going to begin on Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be almost identical to each other. Mostly to partly sunny during that time period. Highs not making it out of the upper 30s, and overnight lows are going to be downright cold, all the way down to the low 20s. Wouldn't even be surprised if some spots of southern New Hampshire, north central Mass got all the way down to the upper teens during that time period, too.